What's good, everybody? It's the Saber94 new deck profile today, and it's going to be a stage 2, a weak one, a depressing one, but it's what I wanted to try, so I crafted a few of the cards. So it's the Chandelure stage 2 here. So this card doesn't really have much going for it, and the deck is going to be very simple. It has Alluring Light, which lets you draw a card and lets your opponent draw a card. Now this normally would be pretty bad, but that's because the ability is supposed to synergize with Mind Ruler 30 times the number of cards in your opponent's hand, so it's a cute little combo. And that's about it. Has 130 HP, which extremely infuriates me. You have no idea. I don't want to start swearing, but it really just pisses me off so much looking at this card. 130 HP in the year 2024. You can go back and look at stage 2 Pokemon from Diamond and Pearl, like pretty much straight the hell from 2007, first set Diamond and Pearl, and Polion with 130 HP. Just go ahead and look at all the cards from that era with 130 HP stage 2s. So that's ridiculous. And you know, with this horrible HP, it has a horrible retreat too. It should have had free retreat. And man, if you're gonna give it this terrible stats, make the attack more broken, or just make the ability more broken. Like, let me draw 2 cards and my opponent draws 1, or something like that. But anyway, I'm sounding off very angry because I am. I played a lot of matches with this deck, and it was pretty much a disaster. But people are going to ask me, like they always do, what's the deck list, and whatever. I'm going to show it and just show you guys that no matter what you do, these decks just can't work. It's very difficult. Now, on the bright side, I guess if you do make him work, like if your opponent has a bunch of cards in hand, you can do a lot of damage. So let's say they have 7 cards, 7 times 3, that's 21, so it's 210 damage. If you can hit between that sort of damage turn after turn, then this guy's strong, but it still won't be enough. So deck is just going to be very simple. This guy is the main attacker. We max him out. You max out the Litwicks as well. I'm doing 2 of the deck discard in 1 and 2 of the Call for Family 1. Both are nice options. This is probably better because of the Call Family, so it gives you a little bit of consistency. But this is kind of nice too, because you never know what kind of random card you mill from your opponent. Might be cool. So I do 2 and 2, but I only have 2 of these, that's why. And then the 1 Lamp Pen, you have a few options. They don't really matter, to be honest. All of them have terrible HP as always. 80 and 60, once again, stuff you'd see from 20 years ago, 15 years ago. So this guy, he's the best option, quote unquote, because you can do 20 for 1 with the chance to discard an energy. That's about it. All of them have bad HP and not really much else. And these are really the main Pokemon, I suppose, the Chandelure line. We got Charizard in here too, Radiant Pokemon of choice. Since I'm running fire energies, then it's easy to squeeze this guy in. We don't need to discard energies with Greninja. I don't really need to put anything else. Serena. All of those options would be bad. So this guy makes for a good power attacker. And just a good Pokemon. It's so funny. This guy has more HP than Chandelure. And he's still going to die in 1 shot. But at least he's a basic Pokemon. But yeah, you guys should know the drill by now with this guy. He's been seen play for a long time. If your opponent is down to 2 or 1 prize, we can just attack with 1 energy, and it's great. Even if you do 2 for 250, it wouldn't be bad. So I have him in, and then I got the Manaphy for bench protection. We're going to need it. And then Mimikyu as my wall Pokemon here. Just open with this is an EX, your opponent won't be able to touch it, that's it. I guess what you could do is, instead of having this little wall, you put in the Tatsugiri, try and add supporters, or Cleffa, perhaps some other support Pokemon. We don't have the Celebrations Mew anymore. Probably would have had that if we did. But you can run it how you want. You can do like a 2-2 Barbara line. It doesn't matter. No matter what you do, it's not going to be consistent and it's not going to be strong. This is just something simple just throw in this wall Pokemon, you might be able to buy some time. The thing is because Iron Hands and all the other, Pokemon, they're just gonna, particularly that guy, I don't want to have some sort of regular Pokemon like Tatsugiri trying to get a little bit of support, and then that guy kills that thing easily and gets 2 prizes just like that. It's just pretty much a game over from the beginning, basically. So this guy, at least, he doesn't care about Iron Hands. That's it. We got 10 fire energies, which is very simple. You might maybe want to do like 9, but I have 10 just to make sure I have enough. These guys, he just attacks with 1 energy. Charizard is meant to attack with 1 or 2 energies, so energies shouldn't be a problem. And then the consistency skeleton is going to be some standard stuff. The only benefit of small Pokemon is Buddy Buddy Pofin at this point, so we can get 2 of them instantly down. I got the triple nest ball as well, get some additional basics, which is important. Ultra Ball to get our stage 2s and get rid of some stuff we don't need, maybe even some fire energies, you never know. Rare Candy maxed out to get the stage 2, and then I max out the Trekkie as well for some item based draw consistency, pretty important. And really, I mean, that's it. You got the Earthen Vessel to grab energies too, just a good consistency card. Discard Outlet. I got the 1 rescue board, might as well. I mean, a lot of Pokemon have 1 retreat. I can make Mimikyu be a free retreating pivot, stuff like that. So just have this in, it's not gonna hurt. As opposed to doing a second switch, I just got that and the 1 regular switch. Ace Pick of choice is also going to be the prime catcher. This is also going to act as a switching outlet. Not that I really need so many, but the main thing is that we can pull with just an item. You can maybe do like the, I don't know what ace spec, like the ace spec that gives you plus 50, maybe that'll help. But honestly, the thing is with this guy, you're usually going to be getting 1-hit KOs, or not 1-hit KOs, 2-hit KOs. I wish it was going to be 1-hit KOs. You're going to get 1-hit KOs when they got like 9 or 10 cards in hand. Then you can get 1-hit KOs, probably. And, when you can do that, then you don't really need the add-on tool. And then when you got the add-on tool, you're only going to get the effect once because it's going to die in 1 shot. And the damage, it's not going to turn, it's still going to be 2-hit KOs most of the time. So I believe as opposed to running that plus 50 tool, Prime Catcher is still the ace pick for this deck. Okay. And then Stadium of Choice, I do have 1 Temple of Sinnoh, just throwing it in there. This deck can't really benefit from other stadiums. You can do like the Magma Basin, but we run cheap energy, so we don't care. I guess maybe I could do that. Then the Ultra Balls are going to be a little bit more useful. Then we can try and maybe dump a few more energies, but there's not really much point. And I believe that's it. I didn't miss anything. The rest is just the supporter cards. I got my usual 4 Iono, self-explanatory, solid draw, and disruption. I got the 1 Cynthia's Ambition. Our Pokemon are going to be dying all the time, so this is usually going to be plus. I got Grusha too. We're not a heavy energy deck, so if you don't have energy and you play this, then you're going to get some good draw value. So I got 1 of these in here too. 1 Irida, just get an item and get the mana fee, solid. Can get the Prime Catcher too, which is great. Turn into a boss's orders. I got 1 of Morty's Conviction, just decent draw if your opponent has 4 to 5 bench Pokemon. Discard Outlet, get rid of something useless once again, like spare energies. The 1 Worker, draw 3, discard a Stadium. I only have 1, so this could be good. And then Zissou, kind of like a copycat, could give us good draw depending on your opponent's cards. The 1 Boss's Orders, use it at the right time to win the game. And then the Miriam, basically our Pokemon recovery card, but also a solid draw card too. And this is basically the deck. It's very simple. I've said a million times, the stage 2 Pokemon, because they don't give them good HP and they're always going to die in 1 shot, they need to function on 1 energy. And this card does that. But at this point, just functioning on 1 energy it's not even enough still, because you're not going to be able to get this guy consistently out, and you don't do that much damage. Like, hit for 1 energy, but I'll need to get a 1-hit KO if I'm going to die in 1 shot, and it still won't be easy. Yeah, this guy's just so weak that he falls prey to Iron Hands. They don't even have to try. They just need 1 Iron Crown down, and that's it. That's all they need. He's just horrible, man. Absolutely horrible HP. Fuck. Seriously, from the bottom of my fucking heart, fuck all the designers for what they do. Still printing these cards with such low HP. But anyway, this is the deck, guys. I'm going to show you guys matches. I'm warning you now, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be very frustrating, but I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to do... I guess I'm just going to spoil it now. I'm going to do Girafarig or Girafag, the new evolution. And then do Aggron. I'm just going to go on a regular Pokemon run, because I'm not really digging too many EXs from this later set. But we'll see. So that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the deck profile. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a...